Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ntali Bukawa and this is Dollop. So, honey, I graduate. I graduated already, and it's like 8:30 and I just woke up. I'm graduating at 9 and I have to do my own makeup and I have to do my own nails. Kuningi energy one. So let's start the vlog and keep it going. So I just got out of the shower. Honestly. So I just got out of the shower and I'm fucking late. I'm literally so late. It's, I think, somewhere so late and I am not ready. I haven't done my own makeup. My nails are messed up. But I just have to pack my makeup and see what I can put together. And I'm going to be putting it. Let me try to do this. Okay, let's just get right into it. Because I'm going to do the intro at the end with the makeup. So I'm doing my face for my graduation and just having a young chat about how I feel about my graduation, right? And like contentment as a whole as a graduate. And I believe that I'm not the only person who shares these emotions, because I've said with friends and stuff that have expressed that, like, honestly, after graduating, there's that what now, like what happens now, like I'm a graduate and then what, you get. And I'm experiencing that while doing another course, because like, okay, so here's where to start. So I checked on myself and I'm like, baby girl, are you okay now, man? Are you okay now? Like mentally, where's your mental health at, and are you grand with where you're at? And so I'm gonna be looking down to check my products and everything. Where's your mental health at, and are you grand? And like the answer is big no. The answer is big no. You're not grand. Why are you not okay? You get, you're not grand, and what's making you to be not grand, you know? And the answer is big no, because graduation is not going to fill whatever mental health void that is in you. Graduation is not going to make you love your degree. Okay, so graduation is not going to make you love your degree, honey. Your graduation is not going to make you want to stay here more. Graduation is not going to change the environment that you're in. And in order for you to see the change that you want to see in your mental health, you're going to have to make a change. And I'm like, babe, I'm going to have to make the change. Me, I'm the problem, you know? And once I started recognizing behaviors in me that lead to me not being grand mentally, I was like, I need to work on those behaviors. And once you see yourself starting to surround yourself with people that are not good for you, people that are good for your mental health, just to have a validation of having somebody around you, then you know, down. So I was like, first step, not that I'm great now, but we're not okay and we are trying to be okay. First step to fixing the problem is isolating myself. You see, that's where the danger is. You think it's a solution solver. You isolate yourself, you think you're solving solutions. And it's the one causing you problems, because once you isolate yourself, you end up alone, you feel lonely, you have dark thoughts, and then your mental health is lower than it was before you isolated yourself. So it's like a lose-lose, win-win situation. And then you see other people being happy in the same situation that you're in, because I studied BSc to do medicine, right? Then you see other people who studied BSc to do medicine being fully fulfilled by it, and you're like, whoa, is there something wrong with me? Is there something wrong with this girl? Because everybody seems satisfied with the state of affairs, and you're the only person who's like, I don't want to be here. It's not even the environment, it's just like the course content, the material, the vibe, the school. It's just like, I don't know if it's academic fatigue, because I've been here for a really long time and I'm just done with it. Like, I'm just honestly done. No motivation at all. If it wasn't for the study group that I currently have pushing me to study, honey, I don't think I'll still be here because there is no motivation to do anything at all. And once there's no motivation, like I can say, look, you just find yourself sleeping for hours and hours and hours while you know there's an important task that you need to do, and you ask yourself, why am I sleeping? Like, why are you sleeping? When the world is in such critical condition and you're supposed to be up on your feet, literally fighting the world. Because wow, you are going through a lot and you're acting like nothing is happening. That is literally how I've been dealing with the whole situation. Literally pretending like it's not happening. That is the toxic part about it. Literally ignoring the fuck out of it. Ignoring it. Like, okay, get sharp. And you think of many things, like dropping out of school, and it's just like, school is not good for your mental health, and like, why are you still here? You living, like, you constantly going to class and putting yourself in a position of doing assignments and what. It's literally making your mental health more fucked up than it actually is. You waking up on Monday is the most depressing thing that, like, honestly, when I wake up on Monday, I'm like, yo, why the fuck am I going there? It's the most depressing activity that I have to do. And my advice would be, like, if you want to do medicine and you're doing like BSc or any other course, like, just be sure it's something you want to do. Be 100% sure. Like, look for who you are outside of the course and make sure you know that girl. Because once you start defining, I define myself a lot with the career that I'm going to do and what, and you define yourself with that career and you find that it is not satisfying you to an extent. It is not living up to what you thought it was going to be. You understand? And now you've defined your whole livelihood with you being a doctor. And now you're lost, and now I'm lost because it's like, okay, who am I outside of this thing, my bruh? Who am I outside of a student? Who am I outside of a medical doctor? Who am I outside of that? I don't know that girl. I feel like society or family dynamics sometimes push us into these careers because it's like, when I look at it, did I really want it? Or they're coached into it because of, you're smart, you get like distinctions and whatnot in high school. Now it's like, go be a doctor or a lawyer or a chartered accountant or whatever. And now you've arrived to the final destination and you're not content. So basically a waste of fucking time. A waste of everybody's time because not everyone is invested. I think that's the boring part with varsity. Everyone is invested. Your parents are invested. Everyone is invested, and now it's like not easy to quit, because once you quit, you have to go and explain why are you quitting, and like, I feel like that's where my mind is at right now. And you want to quit, but it's like, what's the reason? What is the reason? I don't have it. The reason is that I'm not grand and I want to put my mental health first. And angiko happy here by medical school. Like, there's nothing making me happy in this thing of medicine. I'm going to go in with this MAC sampling. It's not even a MAC, it's the Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation, but because I was buying it and they put a sample for me in here to say that I must try out the color before I open the box, so that if I don't like the color match, I can go back. So that's where we're at mentally. We are definitely not grand. We are not good. We are not happy medical students. We are just honestly holding on by the grace of God. And I'm like, I just told myself, well, if this is what I'm meant to do, God will carry me through it, because currently I don't want to be here. I honestly do not want to be here. I have no desire to be here. My mind is not here. And having these thoughts is so scary, because like, even if you decide on going home, what are you going to do at home? You're just going to be another unemployed graduate who's just a burden. So I guess those are one of the things that will make someone stick around, because it's like, okay, I have to figure out a plan of what I'm going to do. I have to figure out a plan of what I'm going to do when I'm home before. I don't think that's one of the browsers there. It's on the acid. It's one of the siblings. Asimasibili it's one. Asimasibili it's a cousin. It's like I feel like I have to go out and learn how to define myself outside of this career. I need to go out and learn how to define myself outside. Because it's like when you were doing BSc, when I was doing BSc, my mental health was not great because I wanted to do medicine. Now you're in a course that you don't want to be in. Okay, now that you're in the course that you want to be in, what's the excuse of your mental health not being okay? What's the excuse of you lying in bed and not wanting to study? What's the excuse? You don't have one. Okay, sounds nice. Okay, sounds like you have a problem. Sounds like you have issues that you need to lay down and deal with. Well, man, are you okay now? Sounds like there's a problem that you are going to have to deal with, and ma'am, you're gonna have to put medicine aside at some point in order to deal with that particular problem. And being in an environment where everybody's happy where everybody is happy about being in an environment where everybody's happy about graduating, everybody's happy about life, it seems to be. Life is about to grand. Anyway, now you're supposed to be happy, like your things are aligning. You're having all the blessings that you've ever, like you are living in your answered prayers. Well, I'm living in my answered prayers, and somehow you're still not happy. You're still not finding joy in it. You're still unable to see the grace of God in it. You're still unable to see the hand of God. You're still unable to see it as a blessing. You see it as a burden because you still have to work in order to propel yourself within this so-called blessing. And I'm like, whoa, even in an answered prayer, I still need to work. Even in an answered prayer, I still need to apply myself. Even in an answered prayer, I still have to check on my mental health. I thought once my prayers are answered, I won't have problems. I thought once I get into medicine, honey, like my mental health is gonna be perfect. I thought, okay, let's use a foundation. I'm using, again, the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. I'm liking it. Even in an answered prayer, like, you're going to have to what is it that you need to do to to constantly check in on yourself? Living in an answered prayer does not necessarily mean that it perfects everything else around you. And living in an answered prayer does not necessarily mean that you'll be completely satisfied. Like when I was praying the prayer of wanting medicine, I thought, oh my God, honey, Grace Anna told me you get like, yay, doctors, you get, like, that was the vision. And then, honey, it's not living up to all of that. It's literally giving Lord of the Rings. Okay. I probably sound like someone who has literally given up on this medicine thing, honestly. And I just wanted to get the message across. So, like, once you want to do a course like medicine, I feel like my advice to you is just be sure. Because it doesn't end at you getting in. You know, you still have to be present. And my failure to be present and my failure to just recognize the blessing as it is, my failure to just want to work hard at it. I don't want to work. I don't want to do anything. Like, I just don't want to be here. And I don't know if I need a change of environment. Maybe like once I'm done with exams, I must travel somewhere and just let my head down. Because I'm giving myself grace and a chance to, I'm allowing myself to change my mind about this whole thing. I'm not leaving now, but I'm allowing myself to I'm allowing myself to change my mind, honestly. I'm allowing myself to say things might happen that might lead to me saying I want to be here. And I'm ready for those things to happen. I actually want those things to happen that are going to convince me to stick around. Because I really worked my ass off to be here. But it's just not living up to what I thought it would live up to, yeah. And it's not cute at all for it to be what it is now. It ain't right now. It ain't living up to what I thought it would be. And it ain't cute because I don't want to do anything. I spent half of the year literally not caring about academics, basically. Let's put it like that. I spent half of the year not caring about academics. Now that we're in the other half of the year where I have to care because exams are coming, I'm just like, whoa. Okay. Concealer. Infallible. L'Oreal Infallible. Well, I don't see. I like me. Ooh, that's a very bright, and it's literally not that bright in person. So I'm just gonna go over it with this damp beauty blender. So that's what's been happening, and that I honestly don't know. I feel like if any other person experiencing the same thing in medicine, like, how do you deal, bruh? Like, do you quit? Like, that's where the danger is. You quit and then you go out there and you realize the world isn't cute and the world is also not going to take care of your mental health. So that will just make you want to stay. Then you stay. It's like a constant cycle of trying to figure out whether staying is an option or not. But in the staying, you can't just stay and fold your arms. You still have to study, go write tests, do all of these things that other kids are doing that you don't want to do, right? If we're being honest, we don't want to be here. We really don't want to be here. Let's blend out the foundation as well. We really do not want to be here. We just find ourselves here and we are taking the best of what. We use that to the best of our own advantage. Okay, like, we don't want to be here, but now that we are here, let's not laze around. We try the literally bare minimum. And once you see yourself applying the bare minimum to something that you thought you were passionate about, or something you believed that you're passionate about, that's where the danger is. Once you see yourself not wanting to wake up to attend to something that once brought you excitement, once I see myself not wanting to do the things that make me happy, then I recognize that, okay, that is where the danger is, because the longer I sit in this unhappiness, the more I want to quit. And is quitting really an option when it comes to such things? If we're being honest with each other, is quitting an option? So I just got done with my makeup. Honey. Who is she? Do you see that? What is this? Who is she, honey? Is she from here? She's from Lagos. The girl is from Lagos. This girl is from Lagos. What the fuck? What a beat. So I'm just gonna be getting ready. Let me get dressed because I'm already late. Okay. This is my dress. I'm just gonna put perfume all over it, but honestly, just so I can smell good. I'm gonna apply perfume on my body as well, but you know, just to add to the vibe. Oh, Bonnie. Getting ready alone is a drag. Literally, because you're doing everything on your own and it's not gonna be cute. Let me dress up and here we are. This is the dress. Oh shit. Honestly, I don't understand why this thing is oh, I'm gonna have to ask someone to zip it up for me. Let me go outside and see. No matter what, you must just know that being single is not a solution, Jim. Because see now, I didn't find anyone to help me with this thing. Oh! You see? You'll be happy for such things. Okay. She's from Lagos. The girl is from Lagos. Let's do some setting spray on her. Does she need setting spray though? Let's see. I think from afar, she just needs a little bit of a spruceation of a spruce. Nothing hectic, nothing much. Nothing that will kill the look, right? Something that will just put it in place. Put it in place. I don't know what I'm going to do with my hair. She's from Lagos, but she doesn't have gel. So, what is she doing? Come on, look at my design. Come on, thank you. I'm sorry, no, come on, feet. I'm a late comers. Marufiki. Oh, I just sweat. But dramatic. I think Kabara Kago. Thank you. Fella so. Yang pansa mga video mama wait yan.
Ayaw bond. Oh, ayaw bond.
Ya ko makaw niya.
You are blogging.
Sa itiba.
उसका तो लखनऊ में जगह एकदम बैग है कितना शॉट a black bag. Hey YouTube. Hi.
Yes, I like it.
Great.
Eh? Udon kira go white background do e na me shola. Ila stile sa khoze uto mata. Udon na ba fu na party ne.
Hello, Armin.
Tickets? Two. Okay.
etsang?
We don't allow you to take videos this side.
Okay.
Graduates and their guests will stand when the academic procession leaves the hall and enters the ceremony. Thank you very much, friends, colleagues, family members, and graduates. If we are to adhere to these very simple requirements, I'm sure this will make the function much more interesting for all of us. So before I think I'm going to ask the colleague from Gordon and Harris, these are the guys who are going to take pictures. Just in a minute.
So, just got done with the graduation. My vlog. What the mama vlog? Just got done with the graduation, so I thought I should just grab something to eat. I should grab something to eat for lunch, and yeah, nothing hectic really, just around. So I'm getting.
Yeah, I never think about that. I just cut.
Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Who is she, honey? She from Lagos, ain't it? Ooh. Ooh. Ah. This is a room of mine. So it's done for the day. I'm done for the day. I want to take some final pictures with some friends of mine on campus. But I'm done for the day. I need to go study. I'm writing tomorrow supposedly, and the readiness that I'm not ready, but I think is because it's a sit test already. And Kuningi, shout out graduation vlog. I think this will be it. I don't know.